From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill, Joe Boyle. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. That one fouled off. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now this one gets through. Arozarena flies around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Going, gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Hit in the air, left field. That gets down for a hit. So, man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. The 1-1 is fouled off. Rooker on at first, nobody out.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward. Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. Willie Adames stands in. Fouls one off, 2-2. Here's the pitch to Adames. Rolled to short, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 6-0. And the Rays manager, Dylan Lesko, gets the ball now in the game for the first time this season. Now here is Leo Jimenez. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. Jose Caballero. He's forced into the game at shortstop due to the injury. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now it's Randy Arozarena. That's a laser base hit. The throw in, but it's offline. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Austin Riley at the plate. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's an 8-run lead. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 on, 1 out. To third, Candelario. 1 at second. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Blue Jays 8, the Rays coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy. And pitching in this game, Alek Manoah. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missing inside. Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone. Stays alive. Got him swinging. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pajes under it. 1 down. Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. Got him. 2 away.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
That to right. Low makes the play, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Victor Caratini hit in the air, center field. And it's caught for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke.
Oh, and a nice sliding stop. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Fires over to Guerrero. That's the inning. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. We played 2 full. It's the Blue Jays 8, the Rays nothing. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Willy Adames. Line drive. Caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Rushing. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to their lead. It's 9-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's the second baseman, Leo Jimenez. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. So the lineup flips over. Randy Arozarena next up for the Blue Jays. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Jimenez at first, one gone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that.
Gets it to first, and that is the inning. Toronto picks up one on this homer. It's now set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. So the Rays batting order turns over. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
2 out, space is empty. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
He goes down looking.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it. Back now in Tampa Bay, ready to go, bottom 4. And now dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and that's out number 1 on a tough play. Vic Caratini at the plate. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Rooker makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Andy Pajes next to hit for the Rays. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Up the middle, Adames. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done. Back here at Tropicana Field, now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. Arias on the move. Puts it away for the out.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Well struck, right field. Low, drop step, going back. Going, gone. He circles the bases. His second of the year. It's 10-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this.
And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Alex Faedo.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And now Leo Jimenez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Rushing the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Inside, almost got him. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man at first, one away. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, Randy Arozarena. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Now fly ball to right center. Rooker sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1. Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Chopped out in front of the plate. Throw to first in time. So up next, Gabriel Arias. And a big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here comes Austin Riley. Swing and a ground ball. Toss to Alonso. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Hard hit left side. Toss to Alonso. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 down, base is empty. Anthony Santander now at the plate. Late on that fastball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andrew Wentz warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Clevenger, the lefty, warming up as well. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today. Starting pitchers have fared so far. So coming into the game now on defense, Josh Bell. He takes over as the new first baseman.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Brings it in, and there's one down. Chas McCormick digs in now, and strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Rays go. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. The pitch. High in the air, out to right. Low, hauls it in, and there's one away. So digging in, Spencer Steer. One down, base is empty. Popped up. Alonso drifts towards it. Corrals it. And there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. Right through there for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. One left for Toronto. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Paul Sewald.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Victor Caratini. And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground to the left. Zips it across. Rays retired in order. We go to the 8th, and now for the Jays, Leo Jimenez. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So a man aboard, and now the first baseman, Josh Bell. struck him out looking. Blue Jays. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Wandy Peralta.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Just misses with that one.
2-2 is out.
And a swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout. Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The throw to first. He's out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Gabriel Arias next to hit for the Rays. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Wentz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Isbell ranging back. Way back there and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 11-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And a ball and 2 strikes. That one the other way. And a base hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a miss. Full count now. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So up next for Toronto, Willy Adames. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And now 2 aboard. Dalton Rushing will hit next. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. We head down. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Taylor Rogers ready to make his season debut.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Bell hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Last chance for the Rays. Digging in, Pete Alonso to first, and this should do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
11-0 your final score. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. On the hill and coming off a great start, Shane McClanahan.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Here comes Austin Riley. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike to second, but way too late. Safe there. And ball four to aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base.
Bunts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Next to hit, Brent Rooker. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starting pitcher, Zach Gallen. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One out. Base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's Pete Alonso. And that one hammered back there. And out of here. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two outs. Line drive, base hit. Vic Caratini at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Now, power is such a big part. He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. It's now a 1-0. And we're back. Second inning set to go. And now for the Jays, Randy Arozarena. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Isbell sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Willie Adames stands in. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back now in Tampa Bay. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. And here is Sosa to the plate. And it is 2-1. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
One down. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit, and that one is lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out. At the plate, Kyle Isbell. On the ground, right side, and a foul ball. 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Steer. That is the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. That one finds the zone, and a full count now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Austin Riley.
Riley's one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off a Michael Walker fastball in his 2nd at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Billy.
And now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big.
Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Lead runner gets the stop sign at 3rd. It's a 2-out double, 2nd and 3rd now. Stepping in the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Whoa, they threw that one behind him. And there's a ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And stepping in for the Rays, Jamer Candelario. Man at second. Stays alive. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. The 1-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balance.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside. Throw, save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. This one in the air, right field. Lowe has it sized up. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. That one is absolutely belted. A Rosarena in to score. It's 1-1. In there safely.
Big RBI for him right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And a 1-1. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Caratini up with it on to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. The Jays push across a run on this double. Back here at Tropicana Field, and here is Victor Caratini. Out towards right center. That's well struck, and it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. And now Chas McCormick. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 out.
Well, we'll hold that thought, as that's the third out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now a chance for Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
And the pitch. Hit in the air, right field. Lowe has it sized up. And there are 2 outs. And now Brent Rooker. Swing and a chopper out to short. Over to Sosa. That's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Arozarena pulls that one down, and there's 1 down. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Jose Caballero. Center field, Arozarena nabs it, and that quickly 2 away. Josh Lowe now at the plate. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
2 straight.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that one lifted in the air center field. Arozarena makes the play, and it's out number 3. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. A new arm into the game, the righty Andrew Wentz. And now the center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Number 60.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Kevin Kelly up and loosening in the pen. Rodriguez. A hard-throwing right hand. Swung on. Belted. Isbell on the move. In 1, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out. And that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Pickoff move to second. Arozarena dives back. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Willie Adames digs in now. Double play ball to second. There's 1. And a run scores on the double play. Now the catcher up to hit, Nicky Gonzalez. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to first. And that is that. So it's 1. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
That one almost got him. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. No outs. Runner at first. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jeimer Candelario. Swing and a miss struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Here's the catcher, Victor Caratini. The 1-2. Out to short. And that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now a pretty big at-bat comes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball.
On to Jimenez, inning over. 2 left on. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Faedo.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Alonso. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's Austin Riley. Now he breaks his bat. Alonso. He takes it on his own. And 2 away to start the 7th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. the next to hit. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Swings through that one for strike 2. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
On the ground, right side. Jimenez throw to first. And that quickly 2 away. And stepping in for the Rays, Jose Caballero. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it.
Runner on the go. On the ground. Down the line, and it's foul. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. That's to third. Riley fires to first. Inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kevin Kelly.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Low, ranging after it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
1 down, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Rodriguez also throwing. And he grounds one back up the middle. Toss to Alonso. And 2 away now. And the batter now, Randy Arozarena.
Now batting, the 7th fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Lifted in the air, out to left. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Evan Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Gonzalez down to first with it. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Now the third baseman, Jamer Candelario. That's in there, and it's 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Victor Caratini late on that fastball.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. A little out front there as he swings through it. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Dylan Lesko warming up for manager Kevin Cash. And it remains 2-2. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Stepping in, Willie Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And here's the catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. In the air, right field. Lowe has it sized up. He makes the grab. That's out number 2.
now back. Second base,
Andres Jimenez. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. J.P. Crawford, a runner on first with 2 gone for him. And there's a foul ball. Up the middle, Sosa. They get the force, and the inning is over. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And that's down and away. Fastball is outside. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. No outs, runner at first. Chas McCormick next to hit for the Rays.
Yeah, I can see he just kind of stabbed at that one instead of just keeping his hands soft and absorbing the baseball with the bat.
Got him swinging. He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Pure base runner.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. And now a man into scoring position.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
Fires over to Guerrero. Now only 1 out remaining. So 2 down now, and here is Kyle Isbell. Raised down by a run. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hoffman is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
With the tying run at second, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this.
From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Ryan Pepiot.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Here is Austin Riley.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Caratini down to first, and he'll be safe at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a miss, and a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pepiot with a move to first. And he dives back in safely. Ground ball, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two. Down and in, moved his feet.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time. And we're back. And on the hill today, Bowden Francis.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year. And
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. 1 out, base is empty. That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That's out to center field. Arozarena after it. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Handles, throws to first, and that will end the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Caratini gathers, throws to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. Second inning here, no score. One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man at first with 1 gone. Willie Adames stands in. On the ground, could be 2. Caballero over to second, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom of the second. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario. Towards first, he steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Vic Caratini at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive and foul ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he reaches safely. 1 gone, runner at first. Edmundo Sosa next to hit for the Rays. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So 1 hit is all they get. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Slice to right. Low makes the grab. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Top of the third, no score. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back to the top of the lineup, Andres Jimenez now at the plate. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. Left field. Pajes pulls it down, and that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the third. Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and yes, he offered at it. Righty delivers. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag. So the Rays batting order turns over. Jose Caballero will hit next, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. So bases all loaded up. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Pete Alonso.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. All loaded up here in the last half of the third. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
No, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation, and if you can limit the...
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they're up by 3. First and second. 2 outs. Now up for Tampa Bay, Edmundo Sosa. Guerrero makes the catch. And that's the end. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. The 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. His second of the year. It's 3-2.
Man, he looks like his dad out there hitting home runs. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Gets under it and pops it up. Alonso makes the catch, And there's 2 away. Spencer Steer, the next to hit. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 outs. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 3. Bottom of the 4th, and now the DH, Chas McCormick. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And stepping in for the Rays, Andy Pajes. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Adames zips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. And that's in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser.
Guerrero takes it to the bag. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now it's Randy Arozarena. This one in the air, center field. Isbell sizing this one up. 2 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Nicky Gonzalez. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Outside, and that's ball 2. There's the swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That's towards center. Arozarena moving under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. This one smashed down the right field line. And it goes just foul.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Fires over to Guerrero. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Pete Alonso. Jimenez throw to first. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Isbell snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration.
Alex Faedo on to pitch out of the pen here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Toss to Alonso, and Guerrero is set down. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. And that one popped in the air, left field. Pajes. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
The other way, and he beats the shift, and that squirts through. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Jimenez tosses to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Edmundo Sosa next to hit for the Rays. Line to left, and a base hit knocks in a run.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Chas McCormick digs in now. That one in the dirt. 3-1 now. In the air out to center. Jimenez hauls it in, 2 away.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rooker makes the play, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Manuel Rodriguez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. That one the other way. And that's down, a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Paul Sewald. Leading off, Kyle Isbell. The 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero, bunting for a hit. High fly ball, right field. Rooker. And there's 2 down. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. Left field, way back there. That's bad. Gone. So he goes yard to left. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 5-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kevin Kelly. Now, Randy Arozarena.
Number 49, Kevin Kelly.
On the ground, out to short. Fires over to first. They get the out on Arozarena. So up next for Toronto, Nicky Gonzalez.
got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
On the ground, Sosa slings to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down base.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
That one ripped left field. That ball's carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Yariel Rodriguez. He's making his second appearance of the season. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Steer going back on this one. And it hits the fence. Caratini around third. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up at RBI. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe! And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 7-2. So a man at first. And stepping in for the Rays, Andy Pajes. Here comes the manager. Ryan Burr will take over here.
And with the big deficit.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Kyle Isbell next to hit for the Rays. Inside, just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. To the right side, Jimenez tosses to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Garrett Clevenger.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Swings and misses. And they're down to their last out. Next to hit, Anthony Santander. Clevenger is just 1 strike away. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. His 4th home run of the season, and they're chipping away. It's 7-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new.
Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Cal Quantrill. And Singy, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Well, Boog, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
Not close with that one, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Now it's going to be Sal Frelick. The other way, makes the grab, one away. And now it's William Contreras, the 2-1. And that is out of play. That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Turan leads off first with one away. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Rudder takes off. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jackson Chourio. And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out. Back now in Toronto. And on the mound today, Nestor Cortez Jr. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year,
that one is absolutely belted out of here. A home run off the foul pole. He sends a rocket to left. His second of the year, and that gives him the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And a swing and a miss.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Got him looking. 2 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the second. Up now for Milwaukee, Willie Castro. Quantrill ahead 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Quantrill back to work. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Quantrill ready to fire now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. So impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger, that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball fair.
Fires over to Guerrero. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Miguel Vargas now at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. And we're back. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. Popped up. And he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. Randy Arozarena next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. And a rope with a center field base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Willie Adames stands in. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Wide throw, and it gets away.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score and they tie it. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-2. Runner at first with 2 away. And here is Nicky Gonzalez. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 1-1 now. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. His first homer of the year, and the Brewers have the lead. It's 4-2.
There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Popped up. Adames makes the grab, and that's the inning. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Two outs, base is empty. Hit in the air, center field. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Yoan Moncada. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first, nobody out. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Next for Milwaukee, Miguel Vargas. Hit in the air out to center field. Arozarena in and to his right. And makes the grab. 2 away now. This is Bryce Terang.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Moncada off of first with 2 away. Good job to fight that one off. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. Bottom 4, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Brent Rooker will hit next. The Brewers leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now here is Randy Arozarena. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he chases that one. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Base hit. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Sal Frelick, in the air right side. Rooker hauls it in, and there's 1 away. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
2 down, bases empty. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. So no. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Taps softly to the right side. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that one ripped into right. 2 down. Austin Riley at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Willie Castro. Hauls it in, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Quantrill back to work. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And it gets by him. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Here is Moncada. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Sends it to first. That's out number 3. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Ball to strike. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Out to center. Mitchell gets under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Randy Arozarena, the next to hit. This one popped up. Vargas drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. One down, base is empty. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Ground ball, left side. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and he's on at first. So up next, William Contreras. Swing and a ball line to center. Arozarena makes the catch, and that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Luke Weaver.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The 1-2. Got him swinging. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now it's going to be Willy Adames. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. The Brewers up by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now here is Nicky Gonzalez. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. That one misses, and the count's even at 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Elvis Peguero appears to be getting loose. Koenig, a left-hander, also throwing. The 2-2 on the way. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Heading for the plate. The relay, he's safe, and they trail by 1.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a count 1-2. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Tap back to the mound. And now 2 gone.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. So the tying run at second. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man on second, 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Blue Jays down a run. And he grounds one to the right side. Terang over to first in time. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. The Jays push across the run. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yariel Rodriguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. This is Willie Castro. Nobody out, runner at first. Back foot slider struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Base hit, throw into third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good.
Hit on the ground might be 2. They put the tag on him. What a double play that was. Inning over. So no runs in the inning despite the lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jarrett Koenig.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Back to the mound. He's got it. In plenty of time to first, and Guerrero is set down. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Digging in, Brent Rooker. And the next pitch is way outside. In the air to left center. Makes the grab, 2 down. And next for Toronto, Randy Arozarena. The 1-1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Santander rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw. Safe. He beats the tag. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Comes through with the RBI. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Miguel Vargas up now for the Brewers. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And now Bryce Terang. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Tied at 4. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they make back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Brian Hudson. Willie Adames getting ready to hit. Hit in the air, left field. 1 up, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Popped up. Chorio towards the line. Long run. Nice grab. And there's 2 away. Andres.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played that field, getting to play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 2. Got him swinging. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play back now, and we're in extra. Now into the ball game on defense, Leo Jimenez. He'll play second. To the batter now, Sal Frelick.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Save! And the go-ahead runs at third. Here's a 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Big spot, and here comes Jackson Chourio. Chopped on the ground. Adames fires to first, and Milwaukee is set down in order. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the bottom of inning number 10, and we are tied 4-4. And we're back on to the bottom of the 10th. And now for the Jays, Austin Riley. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. Here's the throw. Across is the winning run, and the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure of winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4.